just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Florida State's offense will go to work first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Castellanos. He's going to take off, and he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The defense was on to something there. They were sensing screen might be coming up. D-line did a great job staying home, getting close to the running back and tackling him for no gain.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's McCoy. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wideout. Scanning the field. It's Castellanos. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And if you turned on the tape last week, you're getting more of the same in the first quarter. This defense last week harassing the QB with 6 sacks, now getting out the gates in the first quarter and getting their first one.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Seminoles will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. So the Virginia Cavaliers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Snap in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Single back formation, and they give it to it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Morris. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the 2nd. And the Noles come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
And the Seminoles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium.
Turning on the jet. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles! Setting up for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play, the 3rd play, because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up, and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Morris. Quick completion on the out route. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. The give out of the gun. Lots of running room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Cavaliers are in the hurry-up.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Flips it out to the back. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got him in the flat. His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw again. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Morris. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it in down the left side. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The Cavaliers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. To the air on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. Got some room headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, he does a really nice job buying time, and I love the awareness there, understanding no one's open downfield, knowing where the sticks are, and he's able to use his athleticism to get that first down.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And this offense will have to feel pretty good about itself if it can tie the game before halftime. First and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Seminoles have it backed up, trying to get that offensive spear flaming. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the defense.
Quick shovel pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
To the air, it's Castellanos. Gets rid of it. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. On the ground with the counter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Charlottesville. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been, well, a good competitive game so far. They don't call me the most creative man in broadcasting for nothing, you know. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Carl Smith Center in Scott Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Noles will boot it away to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Now on first down from the 30. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. And the Cavaliers will hustle to the line. Motion from the back. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
The defense comes up big time on the 4th down play, trying to get the stop, making sure he doesn't get a first down. The fumble, it's just the icing on the sundae. That's fine. We'll take it. But more importantly, they got the big stop and turnover on downs.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And such an advantage when you got a quarterback that you can design the run game through. Like, it makes it so difficult because instead of handing it off back in the day, Palmer, like you used to do all the time and stand there, now you get the running back blocking for you, so you're adding an extra blocker in the run game, which makes it really nice on an offense.
Yeah, I had way less pressure on what we played. It was literally just throw the ball or turn around and hand it off to someone way more athletic.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game. So I like when offenses commit to the running the football, no matter what the outcome is, because those body blows do add up.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Oh, and now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a first down like they did right there.
Firing to the right, complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Cavaliers can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Morris. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
And the Cavaliers really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Virginia. They take the lead with the 6. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus... You're running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Blackwell. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We've reached the end of the period. It's Virginia holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Pulls it in at the 40. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Looking downfield, it's Morris. Fakes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on second down. Back to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Harris. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football, had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win it.
Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back. And as an added bonus, they get the first down. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. After that huge play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Now the play fake. Finds his big tight end. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. And this is the chance for this offense. A 1st and goal, 4th quarter, trying to tie the game up. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Not a big surprise the offense is willing to let this guy do something. I mean, we've seen him make plays in this game with his legs. He already has a rushing touchdown. But give the defense credit here in the red zone, getting to him and bringing him to the ground. He's one of the fastest quarterbacks in all of college football. That's not an easy thing to do, so chalk that one up for the defense.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to pass. It's Castellanos. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's decision time now because you score the touchdown, you're down 1 late. Do you want to just kick the extra point and tie it up, hope for overtime? Or do you go for 2? Do you get aggressive? Do you trust your quarterback if he has to throw it here to find an open player and give you the lead, even though there is still going to be some time left on the clock?
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
You got to keep drives alive late in the game. When you're starting to get in the 4th quarter and it's a 1-score game, you got to do whatever you can as that quarterback to scramble around, get extra plays, extra 1st downs. Really nice job there by the QB.
Finds his man. It's Ross. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harrison. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
All knotted up. Is free football in the forecast, or can this offense win it here? Caught over the middle. It's Harris. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Back to pass. It's Morris. Under fire. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed near the marker. It's Ross. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He's got it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback there, knowing where his answer is against the blitz. He finds his dump-off throw to the running back, and he does the rest, picking up the 1st.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Brown. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Defense uses a timeout. The clock stops with 17 seconds left. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Wants to throw. It's Castellanos. That's caught. It's Robinson. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They'll go to the air on third and short. Pocket breaking down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks.